What's up everybody, Bastamouth here, bringing you a brand new Halo Infinite video. Finally, we are covering the BR75, the most versatile rifle in Halo Infinite, and your starting rifle for ranked. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Halo Infinite content from me. Also, join the Discord server. Link is in the description. We play Halo Infinite together. Doesn't matter what skill you have, doesn't matter what rank you are, come join and have fun with us. So before we get into the clip analysis, I just want to go over a few quick points. The BR75 has a time to kill of 1.5 seconds if you land 4 complete bursts with the last part of the 4th burst hitting the player's head. Each BR75 burst is 3 bullets. To get this minimum time to kill, you need to ensure all 3 of the bullets in each burst are actually hitting the player. A full 2 bursts plus a melee is also a kill, but this gets less and less viable the higher skilled players you face, because when you melee, your weapon is unable to fire for a full 1.15 seconds, okay? Leaving you open to attack during that time. That may not seem like a lot of time, but that's more than half of your time to kill. So if you think about it, if you melee and miss, if they're shooting you that whole time, you're basically almost one shot. Or if you melee a player and it lands, they could have a teammate that's also watching, and they could be lighting you up that whole time, and then they're gonna trade you out immediately. And even when you land this combo successfully, the opponent will often hit you with a melee back, then you get traded by one of their teammates. If you miss or your melee bugs, which happens a lot, you are almost always 100% dead, and you literally have to move into the enemy position to finish your kill, making it difficult for gunfights that involve multiple opponents. All of that said, this combo has gotten me out of a pinch many times, but should only be used if absolutely necessary. Some ways to use the BR75 strategically are to isolate gunfights, make sure you're using cover and map control to only engage one opponent at a time. On the flip side, have a teammate set up a crossfire and engage the enemy 2-on-1 for a much easier gunfight. Use map weapons and grenades to put big early damage on opponents and drastically reduce the time to kill. This is especially useful in fights against multiple opponents to level the playing field, also makes kills easier by requiring less perfect bursts to land. Get the first shot on your enemy. This will give you an instant automatic advantage when starting a gunfight. To accomplish this, utilize crosshair placement, pre-fire, and the element of surprise to give you the best odds of landing the first shot. Lastly, make them miss. Using advanced movement and peeking in and out of cover in an unpredictable way, you can get your opponent to miss, giving you an opportunity to hit. Without further ado, let's get into the fun part of the video. Let's get into the clip analysis. Remember, also, if you're a new viewer, I'm not, saying I'm the best BR75 player. I'm not trying to, flex or whatever you want to call it. This is just some of my experiences in game that I feel like are good examples of good BR75 play and how I like to use the BR75 to get wins in my personal games, and what I've found is helpful and not helpful in doing this. But here we are on recharge on oddball, and here we are using the element of surprise. I shot him in the back a couple of times. Now I'm using my grenades to open it up. I don't know where his teammate went, and then I figure I'm gonna play it back in slow motion right here so I can explain this a little better. But basically what happens here is just very quick angle isolation. Well, first the element of surprise, and we're gonna slow it down in a second. Oh, I get a little cocky there, try to go for the ninja. But anyway, I was trying to juke him over his head. But anyway, here we go. I got the element of surprise on the first guy. I damaged him enough to where he got scared. I think he went around this corner, but I'm wrong. I killed the player. I realized he's not around that corner, so I turn around because he obviously had gone around the stairs, and I had my crosshair there already. That's crosshair placement for you. And I didn't pre-fire it. I could have, but I am able to get that first shot off and finish that second guy that I had originally damaged. But here we go into more angle isolation. This is more slow, long play. That was more of an aggressive play. This is more of just me trying to clear the objective. You can tell this is kind of an old clip because we're playing ranked on Behemoth, right? But as you can tell, and obviously we're going to slow it down again, I'm being fought by basically the whole team by myself in their base here. And I'm just trying to get time for my teammates to catch up and maybe make a push on the flag. But in doing so, I'm isolating each player and fighting them one-on-one, as you'll see right here. I come up the lift, immediately see this guy, get good early damage on him, as well as I see the guy on the right over here, and I saw him as I came up the lift. So I know if I'm fighting these two at this angle where I'm at, I'm going to be shot by both of them at the same time and I'm going to lose. So I need to isolate the more immediate threat, which is obviously the closer person who is going to push me here, and I have to deal with him. And we are going to reload. So we're going to shoot this guy. And remember, see how I move over here so this guy can't shoot me. But then I know this guy's, I know he's going to throw a grenade, and that's going to kill me because I'm kind of backed into a corner here. Obviously, that's the right move for him, and he knows it, and he ends up throwing the grenade right here. But that's kind of why I peek out here, because that might seem kind of crazy, because again, like I mentioned, this guy's right here watching this. So I'm going to peek out again and get distance from that grenade, and then as I peek aggressively, I'm using this right here as cover, this pillar here as cover, to protect myself from that other guy, again, who was shooting at me, so I can, again, focus on this single gunfight in this moment. So I will end up cleaning this guy up. It is pretty close, and I am definitely one shot, so I have to regain some health. I do not peek here. I'm living on a prayer that I don't get naded out of this corner. I don't think they know where I am. They start nading me now. They do know where I am. And so I'm going to... I see two guys are peeking there, right? So if I continue to take that fight where I was, I'm just going to get spammed down by 2 BRs. But I know one of them is going to probably try to flank me one of these directions. So it's a 50-50 right now. And I'm going to the left because I would have to cross over past their line of sight again to peek on the right. So I'm banking on the left here. And it ends up working out as I'm able to clean up this guy who aggressively peeks me, and I had already gotten a couple shots on him, thrown some grenades. And again, here we have some crazy... Okay, so this is what I was talking about, making your opponent miss. And again, these aren't the best players in the game I'm up against right here, but this is just, you know, proof of concept, and the idea still applies in most situations, I think. Do not pay attention to this part. End up getting the kill anyway, but this is all just using movement and the environment to get my opponents to miss, along with my teammates helping me distract. Leads to me getting the triple kill there, which was kind of crazy. We're going to slow it down for you, like always. And so first I realized, okay, I'm going to have to deal with this guy. But again, I only have 24 shots left. I have to deal with these other two players. I shoot the other guy. I'm not landing perfect bursts on most of these. I'm just hitting 2 or 3. So that's why I'm going to have to pull a reload here. I realize this. I use this cover, and he ends up shooting this here as my teammate moves in, and he gets a little distracted. So he ends up missing here, which was huge. And then I'm able to get my reload in. He runs out of ammo, and that is death for him. Here we have another clip. I don't know why I'm dead here, and I left this in. That is not good. But, oh, okay. So we are playing oddball on the streets, and the team is going to push us. They're going to grab the ball here in a second. They kill our teammate Jimmy, and we are moving in and out of station, and it's just not looking good for us. But I'm going to, as you will see, isolate these gunfights, and I'm able to deal with these players accordingly. So again, with teammate distraction, teammate call out, a little bit crossfire, he'd already gotten some damage on him. I peek out the other way, take him out. Now we have to move on to the next player, get him in the back. Again, dealing with my teammate, use my teammate as a distraction, smack him in the back. But don't worry, we're going to be getting some skill kills here. This guy just picks up the ball for whatever reason. He's trying to get it out of that area, I think. And, you know, he knows we're watching it. He's just trying to get a move on the ball. He knows there's only 2 of his players left, and we're all coming in. He probably shouldn't. He probably should have waited for some team support. Probably should have backed off, but, you know. And then, as you see here, I've gotten more shots on him. I got the first shot on him. Again, notice in a lot of these clips, I'm getting the first shot on a lot of these guys, or I'm opening them up with grenades or a different weapon. So I've gotten the first shot on him, and he keeps backing off of me. And so I know I got to keep pressing him, and I keep pushing into him, and end up cleaning up that kill, grabbing the drop shield. And we are fighting mid. I'm actually not grabbing the drop shield now. I'm going to grab the drop shield here. Equipment is another big thing you can use to gain an advantage in a gunfight on a BR versus BR, or, you know, any weapon, obviously. And I'm able to use it there to isolate that guy and kill him safely without taking any damage myself. And we're slowing it down here again. We're getting the slow motion backsmack for you. But we're really focused on this 4th kill. This guy picks up the ball. I don't think he knows that. I don't know what he was thinking. And then here we go. Ready? First shot is on him. I know you saw that grenade fall over my head, so I initially have to keep pushing him here. And then I decide to keep going as he misses another shot, and I land another one. So I know I have the advantage in this fight, and I just push in to secure it. And now here, lastly, we're going over using a different weapon, or we're going to just play this because there's a lot of mangler kills before the combo comes up. So we're focusing on using a different weapon to lower their health quickly and then clean them up with the BR75 for a nice combo. And that will help you win a lot of gunfights faster and ensure that, again, you don't need to land 4 perfect bursts, because that can be a tall order in a lot of situations, and give you the easier kill. And as you can see, I could tell he threw that grenade and he was definitely going to back off and try to use those grenades to cut me off. So I push in hard and get him with that headshot right here. As you'll see, like, I know he's throwing these grenades to try to keep me from pushing him. So I push in very aggressively and I peek out. He doesn't even have his gun up. He's throwing a grenade. And that's going to be all for today, actually. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys in the next one.